Hi everyone, Ryan Rockwood here. I'm so happy to have you with us. Today I'm just making an informal video to teach people about Facebook remarketing. Now for a long time we had to use third-party software, Perfect Audience, AdRoll, something like that to retarget on Facebook. But now we have the ability directly through Facebook itself, and it's basically just another option. Now first of all, what is retargeting? Okay, in this case I'm helping a user out, and what she wants is when people come to her site and then they go to Facebook, okay, then they're on Facebook totally separately, checking on their neighbors or their relatives or whatever, that we want to show them an ad for condos LA. Okay, and you could take this to the far extremes. For example, if you wanted to have the sellers that go to your seller page and show a special message to them, you could sure do that. So you can mix and match. It's only limited basically by your imagination and your traffic, because frankly you need a lot of traffic to make this worthwhile beyond a single ad or two. Okay, for most people I recommend you kind of set up something nice in general and put a small retargeting window, and you're good to go. Now, if you're one of those lucky people that have 5, 10, 100,000 visitors a month, you could really get pretty amazing with some targeting options. So let's jump in here. This is not going to be a comprehensive video, but more an introduction and a basic how-to. Now your screen's going to look a little bit different than mine. That doesn't matter, and but I think you will recognize this sort of thing. I'm in a campaign, I'm in an account, don't worry about the colors and so on. For most people, they don't need to set up Facebook business because they don't have to run it for lots of different accounts. If you don't need it, don't bother with it, believe me. Okay, so first of all, we're going to head over to audiences, and for this, really interesting stuff here. You could check this out, but for this, we're going to do the basics, which is just create a custom audience, website traffic. We're going to select that. You haven't finished. That's kind of weird. Okay, I went in there and then I backed out, so that's probably what that is. So I'm gonna copy this, create audience. I'm gonna call them something really obvious, because you can't believe how hard this is to remember when you come back. Okay, and the idea here is that if someone went to your site a year ago, maybe it's best not to spend the money on advertising, but they may have moved on. Okay, anyone who visits your site, people who visit specific pages, neat stuff, huh? Look at that custom combination. That means people that went here but not here, and so on. So anyway, I'm just going to keep it simple though. Okay, thank you, it says. Okay, now first thing we have to do is put that information on the website. Okay, this website is not one that I have direct access to, so in this case what I'm going to do is I'm going to email it to the website owner, and she can send it to her web person to place it on that page. Okay, now she does have a web page that I do help her out with, this one right here. So what I'm going to do is come in here, and I'm gonna go to, there's lots of different ways to do this. However, I like to not use plugins when I don't have to. Well, that's a little confusing. I like to use a specific plugin called Header Footer, and I like that because it's simple and you can put lots of stuff in there and you don't have to install a bunch of different plugins. And I'm kind of a little bit surprised that this person doesn't have that so already, but no matter. I'm going to come in here, I'm going to say, now if you don't have it on your site, you're going to have to hit new or something like that, but I'm pretty sure we do have it here. It's just not active. Here it is. Okay, with that we'll come over here and we will find the option in settings, to the head of every page, to the head of the home page, and so on. Okay, so I could, put it just on the thank you page or something like that. So, I could get really specific, but I'm just going to do this, and you can also put it at the end of the page. I don't think it matters. Let's go see again, just so that I don't give out any bad advice. Copy the code between the head, in the head tag. So it wants it, so just look here. It wants it in the head. Lots of them now don't mind if you put it down in the footer. Okay. So here's another kind of nice way to do it. You can actually send this to the developer with the instructions, which I like. So actually I'm going to close this for a minute. I'm going to pause this and send that. Okay, good. So now this is actually a first, because I've always done it through the third parties as well. So I'm excited to be doing this directly as well. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be cheaper as a result, but I don't really know. Okay, so for this I have an ad here for her, and I want to define the audience, and I don't think I want to mess with that campaign right there, although I wouldn't exactly object to it. What I'd like to do is duplicate this campaign. Now, if you're just starting, you could just do it. Okay, just create a campaign or whatever. But I think what I'm going to do here is go into the Power Editor so that I can copy and paste easier. Okay, and then we're going to go here to, I guess I'm going to go to Campaign Dashboard. Back to Ad Sets. Not super sure why this isn't displaying here. Okay, I found it just by clicking active. Then let's duplicate this thing. Okay, next I'm going to come in here, and what I'm basically looking for is the targeting, which I think is on the ad set level, but I'm just going to kind of explore here. Yeah, I've got this audience defined right here. I'm going to edit that audience, and I'm going to say custom audience, include these people. Now, if they've come to the website, I don't really want to filter them down further, so I'm gonna open it up and open up the age range. Okay, and then I believe I need to do it on this one too. Let's see. I make that pretty easy. Get rid of homeowners. Gonna hit save. And I think I'm good to go. Now, I may want to adjust my ads somewhat. I may want to adjust my budget, probably, but probably not, tell you the truth. The truth is I'm just going to keep an eye on this for a couple days. I think that there's going to be, I'm not going to have that big of an audience to market to, and so I'm probably going to kind of want to I want to pay a little bit more to look at these guys. Now, of course, that said, it is always really smart. You want to have an eye on you want to have an eye on your costs, so that you always have a safety net. It's never going to be over, something you're comfortable with. Okay, so with that, we've covered, how to jump in and define an audience, how to put it on your website. I believe I I did that. I hope yeah, I showed you guys this and hit save. And it's going to be the same on the main website too. You can use the same tracking. And then we even went in, duplicated the current campaigns, and define the new audience. Define the new audience, the custom campaign. Now, you know what? Something that's going to be really smart here is I'm going to rename this something that I can remember it. Additionally, I realize right now that I'm targeting website conversions here, and that's not going to fly because this really isn't going to have a conversion. So what I want to do is I want to come in here into this ad set and adjust it for maybe clicks. Okay, now remember, when you are in the Power Editor, you are going to have to upload your changes. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and good luck with all your marketing.